Hello and welcome to ST Racing League here for Tier 3 at the circuit, the Spa-Francorchamps. Nunez gets disqualified for driving the wrong way. That's a great start. Anyway, I've got a fly off the track. That's Calamons, who somehow span at the end of after the launch wrong. Rafita somehow managed to spin halfway across the straight. Another one I'm a bit confused about. But yeah, here we are. The second class track here of the European tracks on the F1 calendar for this season. Obviously now we've got Callum currently on provisional pole with a 35. I can finally see the times now. People keep running out of fuel and it creates yellow flags and I can't see the damn timings. But we've got 43.5 for Callum right now, and a Mercedes 1-2 with Danger Man in second with a 43.9. Renault Tenno's got more lap time to find. So it's definitely looking that's Jamo. Also, his JMO, he likes to call himself, but he spelt his name wrong. It should be a J. It should be a Y in there somewhere, specifically between the A and the M. But the way he spelt it, it's Jamo, so that's his fault. F1's also retired. Obviously, it's long circuit around here. I think in a minute to go. You want to do the laps? Maldi's on the laps. See what his success delta is. He finally got a clean start. Last time he got held up by Nunez. Nunez has managed to disqualify himself. He also got a 5 grid place grid penalty before a clash with Zeus. But I think he might get a race ban anyway, just because of the multiple instances he caused at the start of this qualifying. Qualifying's not finished. Oh, they're really chucking it in there. Gets the apex there now, he did. Into this it's very fiddly right-handed, this is. Corners flat out, just in these cars. A slow Ferrari going through that chicane. The Mercedes coming up behind it. How it gets out of the way. I think it just might have, maybe. I can't remember his lap time anyway. Maldi coming across the lines. 13 thousandths down in his lap time. His Alpine's crashing the pit lane. Across the line, Maldi going to improve? No, he did slightly, but no improvement in terms of position. So Maldi stays P6. 9/10 off pole position. Not a Maldi track, this is. Don't think Maldi on the podium this week, to be honest. Be surprised if we did. We might have to rely on some retirements. Danger Man on the lap now. I just saw, I think I wasn't mistaken, there was a purple second sector. But 43.2. I told you he had a lap time in there somewhere. And there it is, at 43.2. He's taken the 2 Mercedes off the front row. And now only Callum's in that front row. Now Danny Dangerman is obviously going to improve. But can he improve by 0.4 of a second to beat his teammates? No, it's only a 10.5 improvement. And that's it now. Just waiting for Alpha Z to retire. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So we can sort that out. That's just him winning his car back against now. That's a Haas, isn't it? So here is your results for this qualifying session. As I think I saw, Zeus has got a 5 place grid penalty. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe that's the collision with Nunez. So making no pole position here. Callum second, Danger Man third, Kazari fourth. Quite good from Kazari there. Zeus fifth, but he'll drop down to 10th. Maldi sixth, Jamo 7th. Alpha was the 8th. Couldn't get the rest. I was just looking at some messages here. Right, start for the formation lap. Strategy, easy one stop, mediums to hards or hards to mediums. Mediums can do about 12 laps if you can extend them. So very easy one stop. The softs don't last very long, they do about 7 laps before they completely just disassemble themselves. Big mixture, mostly on hards, but there is some medium runners there. We got Maldi, Jamo, Fernando, Distri, Matador, Tekers and Calamans all on mediums, the rest on hards. Then Calam gone off for a quick formation lap. Dangerman's keeping back here. He's making that corner very difficult for himself. Oh, it's a very hard warm up here, especially. This is very cloudy, it's a bit cooler because of that. It's not going to help these warm-ups for these tyres. You don't want to get too much into it. Luckily it's quite on track, so you can get plenty of time to warm up these tyres up. So formation lap's generally quite quicker than a lot of people on the hard tyres. Oh, Mafita! A Raspina. What's it calling? What's it calling? Ribena. Ribena. Sorry, puns is just like my top-notch thing. So you said you had that 5 place grid penalty, and proves red up to P8, and Fernando up to P9. And obviously then you got Chaos Vita Matador as Vita almost crashes the back of the Alfa Romeo. I believe that's Tekers. And then you got Matador, Eddie, Moncho, a bit further down I was expecting. So that's Tekers going in late. I don't think it really got actually a lap in. Calamons never seems to be able to do a lap in his life, and Nunez as well. Yeah. Note coming around the last slots now. Setting on for the grid. Obviously the P1 I think is on the inside of the circuit to defend into turn 1. That mistake's going quite quickly. So kind of need to slow down it. So kind of in this slot. Just I need to get this right. There's a bit of gap there, a bit cautious he was. Got Danger and Kazai's going in, and Jamo's Maldi's also in as well. Alpha's as Distri fails to always never gets his slot right, just Distri. Never does it. Ever. Zeus very, very forwards. No, so it's Fernando. There you go. Lights go off, it's another glitch start. It's 5 lights, and away we go here for the Tier 3 Belgian Grand Prix that Williams has already pulled off to the right. He's got a very slow start, as that's Moncho, and Alfa Romeo leads into turn 1. Now, as they all sort themselves out, there's a Mercedes now, that's the mind off the circuit there, that's Danger and Chaos. It's two very very Matador's had a 5-second penalty for his collision with his teammate Fafita as Callum touches the back of Matador as more collisions go to the back. It's Fafita down into the last place, but Dangerman and Chaos causing their own danger and their own chaos down in the midfield there. They actually pull up into P5 as District Chaos loses a lot of many places. Smile's trying to fight now with Danger, and it's Econ Red having a good start from P8, but he's lost 2 places now because of a terrible exit. Zeus is making it up the inside of Mercedes. Is going to make contact? No, Red Bull's on the side, following around. That's Jarmo, not Jamo, even though he spelled his name correctly, would be nice. Nunez is now up to P14. Tekker's also making his way up the field, up to P13. It's a good start for those two. See if Alpha Z doesn't spin about 10 times this race. It'd be nice if it didn't. But Tendo's round the back of Callum here. Tendo's obviously now trying to get back on him after losing that position off the start. It's all about who's lower wings. I think Callum might be using lower wings here. Even though he's not using ERS, he's still pulling a Tendo here. High downforce generally works a bit better in qualifying. I know that's for real life anyway, normally. It leads the way. Maldi keeping nicely with this pack in front, despite being about a second lap off in qualifying. But he's on the mediums, so that kind of counteracts that. But Maldi's got to extend that stint as long as he can. Oh, when he's a lot faster with Kazara. Kazara is very slow up that hill. Looks like the move's done on Kazari. Then Maldi up into P3 on the podium positions. Like I said, he's on the medium, so expecting everyone else to be quicker. Distry's round at the exit of the Lacombe section, and he's on the circuit next to the lines before he gets to the way. Danger's already picked up a 3-second time penalty. It's not even the end of lap 2 yet, so not good for him. Oh, he's round again. He's hard tyres. That's Distry again. You need to avoid spinning your rear tyres as much as you can when you're trying to get back into the circuit. Because obviously that corrects, obviously hurts. You're getting your pace back up. There's another spinner. That's Maldi. Maldi's round. It's yellow flags following him. Not sure what's going on. He's also slowed Calamons as well. Maldi, what's happened to Maldi? Did he spin at Puon or something? If he did spin at Puon, I wonder if he hit the inside curb and that spat him out. Because I know the inside curb does sometimes get you at the Puon. Maldi's now behind his teammate. Maldi's lost 11 places. That's what happens when you have a big grid. You lose more places, making mistakes. So, anyway, Nintendo's still on the back. I was more. They actually finally fixed out that era. Fernando's game tag actually puts onto 2 lines instead of just putting it one long line. They're still struggling. It doesn't have the straight line speed. Nintendo does not have the straight line speed. Even with DRS, he's barely going any faster. About 3 or 4 miles an hour faster down the straight, even with DRS. It's got such a cornering speed, but it's just, I think he's kind of just a little bit too much. Works perfectly qualifying, but in the race, it stops all ways of getting overtakes. You can't really overtake around corners around here. They're all high speed, medium speed corners. You need to, if you're going to overtake around here, you need to get them on a straight and then finish off in the corner. But you can't even get alongside them in the straights in the first place, which makes it difficult. And it's nice, there's not really a place you can find many overtakes in the corners around here. As Jarmai also picks another 3-second time penalty as well. As we even try and get Chaos back in. He's got terrible intake. He always finds a way to disconnect about 10 times in a race day. That's Callum. He's defending, but obviously got a bit extra high speed. Oh, and Tenno's outbroke himself. It's almost crashed into like a cannon there. And now Kazari is keeping behind now. He used an overtake really early. He's still wheel spinning, even though he's using overtake, which is not great to be honest. And those two at the top are just a different pace compared to everyone else. Ooh, look like Kazari had a bit of a moment there. Daneman's picked up another penalty. Second penalty ready. Not great. Oh, it's been a collision! Daneman's round after trying to fight with Kazari up the inside and it just tagged him. And around he goes, he's not moved. He's not even attempting to correct his car in any sort of way. I think he's just contemplating what's just happened. That's the words I can use. And it's been a safety, he just caused a safety car by not moving. He did that on purpose. He's caused a safety car by not moving. I think that makes me reviewed there. You can't stop on the circuit after an incident to then cause a safety car to then get yourself back into the race, because that's just, you know what I mean? Effectively that's illegal, you can almost say. Now he's got a free safety car to gain all that time back he's just lost. Obviously he won't get back into P5 again, but yeah, I mean, because it's not fair on the people that are ahead of him, that's for sure. Or were ahead of him, should I say. We've got people in the pits very early on. You could probably take the hards at the end, but the hards say, I think they only say they can only do about 17 laps. So, yeah, they're about borderline. Might make it work. Another set of mediums. I wonder if this is a medium soft, maybe? Dayman picks up another penalty and he's retired. He's given up. So he's caused a safety car and then retired. So, that's definitely a penalty going his way. At some point, maybe for the next race. Can't just retire after causing a safety car. Take us on to the softs, that's going to be interesting. Probably we might do a soft or something like that, but even if I think you hit the softs will make it, to be honest. Think about that, 7 laps. It's lap 13, that's lap 12, isn't it? Yeah, you could even do 2 sets of softs, wouldn't even take him to the end. Those tires only do about 7 laps, and then 4 and they're dead. So, safety car's definitely closing it back up, but not the way we wanted it to be. I think he's all picked time penalties under the safety car. Always seems to get me. Never failed to surprise me, does it? Hopefully it should be a short safety car since District is not too far behind. Maldi's pit for another set of mediums. Very interesting. Whether he's going to go medium softs, I don't know. Surprised no one's gone for hard and just gone straight to the end, to be honest. Somebody else in the pits, that's Eddie. Making a strategy change. Very late choice. Not like he was very far close to the. Not like he was in the front anyway. What's that? 7 mediums. Those mediums, they won't get to the end. They'll definitely get him somewhat into the race. They'll take him a good 11 laps at least. So you could probably take them to about lap 16 or something, and then slap on a set of softs to the end. Marley's also in the pits. Marley's gone for the hard tyres. I mean, you can put him right at the back of the grid, but pretty good call. But I don't think it'll get him very far because he's lost a lot of places by doing so. So I mean, unless he can gain 10 places in the first couple of laps, he's going to lose a lot of time by doing it. From race and just by track position. But if he can at least get 10 seconds within the leaders after a couple of laps, and then hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. And if those tyres can go to the end, which I think they should be able to, 17 laps they say, and he's got 16, 17 laps to do them, plus a lap of the safety car. It'll be very interesting. Like I say, it's just getting through that field and having the pace on those hard tyres. Safety car should be into that, I don't see why it shouldn't be. Callum continues to lead the way. McTendo, obviously this is one chance McTendo needs to get him, is now. But Callum with that low downforce, even if Callum say does steam it up the inside into turn 1, he's going to be breezed past. Oh, and Callum spun under the safety car. And I was just saying about Callum Butts keeping the lead. He's then lost 4 places. And Moncha, I think, has got away with it, I think, by getting past him. And Callum has just absolutely fluffed it. I don't get it. The last time you want to spin it under the safety car, it's the most embarrassing and the most easy things, the most difficult things to do is to spin under the safety car. And Afita's just lost position to Callum. What's going on there? Interesting. Okay. Anyway, McTendo now is a leader. He's about getting overtaken by a very low-winged Mercedes. He will now lead the way. Continue going. Charging down the field now. He needs to pull a gap. He needs to pull away as much as possible before he can get Callum back over his arse again. But Callum, he's already up the side of Moncho. Actually, Moncho, I think, is making a move. It can't make it. Oh, it's ghosting. Oh, there's some goes and lag here. Don't like that. He's lost more places here. Jarmo has just gained a place from that, and so is Fernando. No, Callum, he needs to somehow. He's lost another place by doing so, and Fernando's not quick around there. He's got a penalty. Callum running wide at low downforce, not helping him through that section of the circuit. See, Callum's using quite low downforce. But he's always lag. Callum's lagging, I think. Yep, there he goes. There was definitely lag there. I think that's just Callum's internet. Callum's retired on the circuit. I think that's just lag. Not saying anything. I think he gained plenty of room, Fernando. Definitely track width there. Definitely car width. I think that was definitely lag. If anyone was watching, definitely looked like lag on Callum's side as the 2 pixel time penalty. Marley's only up to P15, so not been the greatest restart with hell of a Matador here. Matador's lost 4 seconds. This is actually by a track position. There's a big field gap between the 2 drivers. Look at Fernando. If you've been driving Matador, he's driving like a. I know Matador's not the fastest driver in this tier, but he's going about 50 miles an hour slower than he should do around that corner. It's costing Marley a lot of time. Marley needs to find a place where on the unconventional place to overtake. Marley's got 3, but Marley's lost multiple seconds stuck behind him there. And Marley somehow needs to find 4.5 seconds to get back within the group. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's enabled yet. going into the first lap, wasn't it? No DRS yet. No way he's going to overtake up here, guys. No, well, McLaren has got a great run. It's Eddie. Got lots of overtakes to use now. They've all drained it. This is going to get breeze passes. Realise he's got no overtake left. He's going to don't see up the inside. Yeah, oh, McLaren's gone wide. Calamon's out. What's happened to him? Oh, he's crashed it. And there's a virtual safety car. Oh, no, now it's a full safety car. There's a late call for a full safety car there. So it's definitely good to go. I think Mardy would be happy with this. Definitely group the pack back up. Actually, I'm not so sure to be honest, because now that's allowed everyone to come in now. People on the hard tyres might be able to go on the mediums now and take them to the end of the race. So it might, I'm not so sure it's actually helped Mardy now. It might help him get back to the group, but in terms of tyre advantages, it's going to put him on the back foot unless he follows everyone in, puts in a set of mediums. But Mardy's already used 2 sets of mediums. I mean, he did 1 lap under the other set. But yeah, another safety car. Canamon's is out at the exit of the car now. Everyone's in the pits now. I'll say that Tenno's in. F1 Red doesn't go in. Alpha Z does not go in. Jarman stays out, Fernando stays out, Nino stays out, Z stays out, Tekers is in, not surprised, he's done 3 laps on those softs, which is a lot. Mafita is also in, no, Mafita stays out, Monto's in, Maldi stays out. Maldi again, quite a few places. Made that 4. Oh no, actually maybe not, because guys just come out right in front of him. Maldi's actually back where he was behind Kazari, but now he's on a lot. He's got a lot more nowhere near as much of a tyre advantage. So just put mine in the back foot now. F1 Red now leads the race with Jarmo. Don't forget these two got yet to pit. Put them in top position, but it's not going to help him when they've got a pit, but it does give them a very good position to get a nice chance of a big tyre advantage towards the end of the race. So, very interesting how this race plays out, especially with Chaos. F1 Red and Alpha's still yet to pit. Everyone seems to be on mediums now, trying to commit to the end. It's still going a long way on those mediums, especially the ones that have done 4 laps on them now. But people like Kazari and Mactendo, they'll be looking to go to the end, but it does put Mactendo now back at 9th, now behind people on older tyres. And they may be still looking to go into the end anyway, but I don't think they will, to be honest. I think those guys have to come out of the pit again. I don't see them doing 17 laps on 7 mediums, to be honest. Safety car doesn't seem to be in this lap. I think it's the first lap under the safety car. I lost the place to Mactendo. I think they're a bit of a shuffle then for a second. Sorted themselves out. Chaos has disconnected again. I can't even write them that way. I'm thinking for the Xbox game. Rafika's in the pits, late call. I'll try and get Chaos in for like the 5th, like 4th, 3rd time today. These last about 40 minutes Chaos does, and then he disconnects. Because last time it said 40 minutes. Don't know how you didn't think it was that bad. This week's got a 5-second time for a severe collision with Eddie. I wonder if that's one of those love taps that you get, and they get you a very glitched penalty. Well, only glitched penalty, it just gives you a very cheap penalty that shouldn't be really deserved. So, maybe make sure to record that. Safety car should hopefully be in slap. I'm going to fall asleep now because of all these safety cars. This is our third safety car, I believe. We had one lap, what, lap 4-ish? No, I don't know, I can't remember actually. I think it's a third safety car. Anyway, safety car screen this lap. Get this race rolling. Be interested to see how F-Red and Alpha hold on to this top 2 with people on fresher medium compound tyres. Nintendo's subtop positions Chaos has lost a couple places here. Not sure what's happened there, because now Chaos down between Maldi and Kazari. Safety cars in this lap. Oh, I don't think the grass would be good for your tyres, Maldi. Anyway, back in Aston Martin. Talk about Aston Martin as Aston Martin safety car goes away. I think it's Aston Martin safety car. I didn't actually see. I think it was. But it wasn't Aston Martin 1-2 there for a second, if you can want to say. Freddy's gone now. It's very early. One of the earliest restarts I've seen. Oh, he's outbroke himself on cold tyres. And Alpha Z's going to get a great run out of the last corner. Luckily, Alpha had a good exit there. Regardless, Damo's really sleeping off those restarts. Seems to put early restarts, giving some people to make some overtaking moves. Maldi on Chaos into turn 1 around the outside. Is he going to do something move? No, he isn't, because Chaos is just a bit too slow to make a move that move work. No, he used plenty of overtaking, flew past him. Maldi's finding the situation where he's 2.5 seconds already behind already, and not even at the end of the Kemmel Straight. Why is Maldi not defending his position? Why is he not using overtake? Do you think it's just going to outbrake him? Maldi's an idiot. What the hell is Maldi doing? Why is he not? Why did Maldi not defend his position? What is he doing? He's not even using his overtake to even defend it. Never treat anyone like you think you're going to beat them, because now Maldi's just put himself. Maldi's now 4 seconds behind the group already, because Maldi did not know how to defend his car. Okay, that's very questionable. Maldi driving there did not defend his position at all. There's now Jarmo. Like I said, there's better tyres. Allowing to close up here. Doesn't quite have the straight line speed though, does he? Looks like he's struggling a little bit. After using a bit more overtake here. Obviously he hasn't spun yet. Must be a new record. Don't want to talk about Hungary. Spun about 10 times that race he did. And Zeus is getting a bit murdered here by Nunes and Gonzalez here. 2 Red Bull cars. Getting past Gonzalez his last up of the race in the process. As Zeus tries to defend his that position as much as he can. No DRS still yet. 2 laps we need before the DRS has been enabled. Nintendo's unlocking the back of looking a bit sniffy now. Because I actually got to place Nintendo here, didn't even realise that. Maldi's now 4.8 seconds behind the guys in front. That's the second safety car restart, and Maldi's gone absolutely nowhere. He's just gone backwards. Now Chaos has come back at him, and Maldi's not defending his position. Wait, Maldi, use your damn overtake. What are you doing? This is the second time he's going to lose the place now, because he's managed to somehow hold it, almost. He's fighting someone he shouldn't be having to fight, because Chaos has now pushed himself wide. Maldi's finally able to move, but he's now 6.5 seconds behind the pack in front of him. Just because he couldn't defend out through the Kemmel Straight. He could easily have that place if he uses overtake, he can hold it inside. I'll break his him a little bit. Oh, when is I don't know about that. Nunes found himself around. Nowhere to be seen. Round he goes. I don't know that AlphaTauri kind of came on his outside, and then I feel like he kind of like broke it early, or he just turned into the AlphaTauri. Now he's got SE Maldil over him now. This is not going to go very well. Where Maldil went to take off. If I'm Maldil, wait for DRS. Or you could just do it now. Round outside. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, he's really struggling out of that chicane. That's why he's now using. So take a look at the straight line speed he's got though. Breezes past Maldi. Oh, bit of a love tap there. Guess from the back a bit from this group. Oh, the track extends. I think a very cheap warning. Maldi seems to be running a lot more downforce, a lot more speed into the corners here. Victor taking a penalty. Jarmo's actually lost a place to Fernando here. Fernando's now on the one that's battling these hard runners, but these medium tyres are slowly coming apart here. The more laps they do, the harder it's going to keep up with these hard runners. Oh, a big collision with Kazari and Zeus. That's putting us right in the back of Kazari. Always at the brake. And Marty's going to take an opportunity. This Marty's going to move. Here we go. Marty's going to shove off the circuits. No, yes, he's got the place done before the kink. Got it done. Now Marty, no, it's going to look on the to get in the back of Kazari here. Closing, it's closing, it's closing, closing, closing. On the first AlphaTauri's tyres have recovered yet. But it's just going to go round outside of Marty here. Marty's going to have it covered. All the AlphaTauri's in the pits. I wonder if that's to retire because there's only 4 laps old tyres, unless you just want to get rid of them. But it's a bit very early time to retire, especially in the still position to get points. Soft tyres, possibly. 8 laps on a set of softs. That's a very long distance on those tyres. They only can do 7 laps. It's not asking them to do about 9. And Zeus picks up a time penalty. Maldini loses the place to Nunes. Nunes has got no ERS left. Maldini out, break him. Around the outside he goes. Yellow flags and McLaren. That's Zeus again. He's spanning his own. Watch out, Maldini's car's not ghosting anymore. It's got past him. Maldini's up to P6. Oh, Jesus was trying to dive at the inside. That's not going to work very well when you're on warm tyres. There's a 10-second gap to Maldi and Jarmo. It's insane. Oh, Fernando Alpha C side by side. Oh, and he's backed out. Yeah, probably a good choice. Techers, showing his Techers. Might be an F4 driver, but you can't drive an F1 car, so doesn't seem getting any F1 cars anytime in the future. But it's the way he's driving an STB for this race. Purple lap time for Mectendo, 47.4. About 4 seconds off where he didn't qualify. Eight laps to go. Techers has seemed to have lost his Techers. He's retired just before Puon. Doesn't seem to have caused a safety car. Probably a good thing, Charles. I think I'll probably fall asleep if that happened. And Nunes is down. He's in the pits onto another set of tyres, another set of mediums. just proves that Kazari and those tyres are not going to go to the end. I'm saying that now, they'll be dead by the end of lap 20. I'm saying that now. He's going to be very quick, but he's going to have to make another pit stop. He'll be on punch territory if he takes those tyres to the end. Look at the speed he's got on Matador. Not even a competition. Bloody hell. How is he going that slow? Oh, I picked him up penalty, I think, because that's like his third penalty as well. Yeah, Tendo's on the back of F1 Red. Some a lot better tyres, 6 lap old mediums compared to 14 lap old hards. Those mediums can go to the end. It's got another 7 laps to go, so those mediums can easily go to the end of this race. I think Tendo might win this race by quite considerable margins, and now Kazari's out of this race, or the potential to win. This is another safety car. He's decided not to make the move. He decides to wait for another set of DRS. But when he moves into turn 1, I don't think he will, unless F1 does that classic manoeuvre, give the other person in front. But I think F3 is not quite tier 3 strategy, that is. Sort of stuff we've probably seen tier 1. Matador's out. What's happened to Matador? Is he spanned? I think in a collision with him and Zeus. I think Zeus be on that much fresher tyres, and it's caused another safety car. And that's just put Alpha Z in a great place here. It's just coming to pits, just ahead of the safety car. Another safety car. I think Zeus has had a clash with Matador. I think Zeus is on so much fresh tyres. Matador's just had no pace at all. He's nowhere near his pace, not even what normally Matador even is. I think there must have been a clash. I think I won't be surprised if it had been like a closing speed. And Zeus has just obviously had a clash with Matador. Matador does seem to be using he runs the gear going through the Lacan, which is the 4th gear corner very easily, it's not even 5th. He's probably his speed is probably about 10% slower than it should be most of the time. Everyone's keeping the delta because the leaders are not in talks with the safety car yet. F1 Red has to pit. I think this is a very good time to F1 Red to pit out. I think Maldi has to pit as well. Maldi doesn't have to. But if Maldi pits, he'll probably lose about 2 places, so if I was Maldi, I'd pit. You won't lose much time at all. You'll lose 2 places, but I think Kumi Eddie will have to pit as well, so Maldi actually only lose 1 place. I think Maldi would be an idiot if he doesn't pit. The leads are pitting, the turns and pits, I think everyone's going to come in for softs, I think. And Dishray's got a penalty for speeding of the safety car. Now what bloody hell that happened? Mine's in the pits, yeah. Andy's in the pits, unsurprisingly. Alpha Z can continue. Alpha Z, will he pick up the lead? But he's had to steep the delta, so he can't push. So F1 will actually keep the lead here. Alpha Z's now going to push. Like, bottoms up. He's gained a couple of places. Picks up Maldi. Maldi's on to set mediums. Okay. Did Maldi not have any set of softs left or something? But Tenno's on a set of mediums as well. You know what? I'm not bothered with Chaos Black. He's disconnected about 5 times this race. We're going to need to talk about Maldi about that. I can't have the driver disconnecting 4 times in the race. It isn't quite acceptable, to be honest. But it's Nintendo. These soft tyres are about 1.5 seconds faster a lap. Yeah, I'll probably lose that in about 4 laps time, but still. This is soft strategy. This is soft run now. Maldi actually came on. He's actually gone to a set of U's and a set of mediums. watch out because people are going to be warming up the tyres. Safety car might have to be another lap here. Distri's actually nowhere. It's also got a driving penalty, fastest Distri. I'd probably retire. Unless there's going to be another safety car in about 2 laps time. Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to see why Marley's gone to mediums. McTenna's gone to mediums. Yeah, they might last. Might really be very robust compared to the softs, but the softs just going to give them that extra grip for the first few laps. And they are over a second lap faster than the mediums. It's quite a lot. Chaos in the pits again, presuming to get on a set of softs. Dishes in the pits again. I wonder if that's another set of softs. Should I catch up the safety car? I'm not waiting another lap. There's a front wing change here. When has he really lost his front wing? How was that possible? Come on, Destry. At least make it before the chicane has to poo on. No, I won't do anything else with it. It'll probably be after this chicane. Alright, to call that safety car in. It's caught up now. There it is. F1 will lead the way. It's got the better tyres. Safety car will be keeping the soft tyres nicely intact, as they don't last very long. Then this puts me a good point. McTenna, if he needs to do any chance of winning this race, he needs to get ahead of Red on red, and hopefully those tyres fall off before they can make a chance of making an overtake. And he's gone. He's caught the Alfa Romeo, but sleeping there, and so did the Alfa Romeo. Alfa Tauri, sorry. Now everyone's mumbly jumbly into Maldi. That's a very alternative manoeuvre there. On the mediums, he's going to hope these soft tyres fall off the part a little bit quicker. Royal flags, and that's Distry. That's Zeus. Already spun again, and that's Distry making his drive-through penalty. Probably not too harsh around here, probably don't lose too much time around here with the drive-through. As you get caught a bit turn one off. Yeah, expect another time penalty. He's getting overtaken by Alpha Z here. He's just not using his overtake very well, he's not using it very tactically. He's letting the overtakes by and just use the overtake and save the position. Now he's going to lose about 3 seconds again. He's stuck behind somebody else. That's 3 or 4 times happened to Mounty. He's just not defending his position. Why he's not using his overtake, I don't know. The overtake's there also to be defending, not just for overtaking. You can use it to defend. Maldi's not using it. So many times he could have saved so much track position if he just defended by using some more overtake. There's nothing wrong in going under by 50% just so you can keep position. It's worth it. Saving 20% of ERS but then losing about 6 seconds is not worth it. The ERS you can recover back, the time you cannot. Greenwald is now 2.5 seconds behind this group again. Oh, McLaren. Oh, it's just giving the place to Maldi. Okay, a bit weird. Don't know what happened there. Maldi be hoping his soft tyres go off in his next couple of laps here. But then showing under his pace. McKenna is keeping his pace, and McKenna is generally a bit quicker than these guys, so the tyre difference kind of balances out a little bit. But these soft tyres do not last very long at all. They'll do about 15% a lap. These probably tyres die off. They're like 10% a lap. These tyres only last for. They don't last very long at all. Yeah, McKenna not quite the great arch for me. That F1 seems to be using quite high wings himself. But Callum was just using low wings, I think. Able to make a move, really holding him up here. So, a great exit through there. F1 struggling a little bit through there. His tyres might be overheating a little bit, possibly. More yellow flags. That is chaos. No, it's not. It's Kazari. Round at Puan. That's him down to P13 out of this race. Oh! And Nunez round. Nunez has lost his end plate. There's definitely some damage there. Whether it was somebody else's damage, I don't know. Definitely was some damage there. Don't know who it was with. Definitely some damage came off, but something looks intact though. That's the weird thing. Everyone continues to lead the way. DRS is now enabled, so it's a great chance for Nintendo to get this position done. But F1 Red does save 90% of his ERS. He can dump it down a straight, no problems at all. Not using it. Why is he not using it? I think he's just letting him pass. I think F1's got a bit of a tactic going here. The thing is now, as soon as he's done that, he's now lost. He's now lost defending now. Nintendo's going to just go now. So I mean, he's already pulled off 6/10 already. F1's these balls to here. He should have used that overtake to defend. Fernando's using a bit of a very quick. I think F1 hasn't got the pace to keep up with Nintendo here. He's realised now, he's like, oh crap, actually I've not got the pace here to keep Nintendo ahead. He's lost that, he's already lost a lot of time. He might be out of DRS by the end of his sector. Yep, he's out of DRS here, unless he can start dump a load of overtake. I don't think overtake can gain that much time back. Oh no, he's spanned himself. And he's put himself out of a podium position, and he's put himself out of the points. No, he won't, because Zeus just spanned himself, so he will be in the points. To promote everyone up a place. Maldi's in a position to get a podium here with Jarmo's penalty. Jarmo, Jamo, Jamo, whatever. Who's saying it? Yeah, it's just. Oh, never mind. Managed to put the penalty up. Maldi's podium just went out the window right there, right then. And who was to blame? Himself. Unless he can somehow pull 1.4 seconds in this last lap. Jarmo's got no ERS left. Maddie's now got 2 warnings, cheap warnings to use. Those soft tyres are going to be falling off now. Maddie needs to get this place now. There's no DRS detection left apart from like the last few meters of the last corner. Maddie 1.1 now. Splits him and the Red Bull driver. Maddie needs to see that overtake for Blanchimont. Don't use it now. Gap's now 9/10 of a second. Can he close a couple more tenths? Going to chicane. Otherwise, using his overtake around here. 8/10 now the gap. No, he's lost a tenth through there. Never mind. He's well behind, I think he is. Jarmo's getting a bit of slipstream off Fernando as well. He's got no overtake himself. Maldi's going to be too far behind here to make a move. Jarmo's got no overtake left at all. He's run out completely. Maldi's too far behind. It depends how many penalties Jarmo's got. Mateno will cross the line. He will win the Belgian Grand Prix. Fernando will pick up P2. Jarmo will pick up P3. Maldi picks up P4. Maldi with that late penalty completely shafting himself. Moncho pick up a solid P5 at the end despite where he started. Eddie P6, 13,000 seconds behind Moncho. Alpha Zero pick up P7, didn't spin in the end. Chaos after about disconnected about 7 times, has come out in P8. Zeus after spinning about 5 times and then multiple collisions, finishes P9. Nunez, well, no questions asked, P10, did worse in his Tier 1 and Tier 2. Mainly because he caused about 4 collisions. F1 Red, absolutely nowhere, spinning completely on his own accords, could have easily picked up a P2. Complete ballsed it up. Only himself to blame. Kazari not even driving, Distry. Well, we won't talk about him, he's absolutely nowhere. And that is your race results here. Here's race winner Metendo, his second win. He's in the consecutive wins here. He won last week, not last week, but in Hungary. So the break week is definitely not upset his way. So with Callum Bowles in it, and Dangerman nowhere to be seen. And Maldi just did not seem to play that very well. Very poorly defending, and a very costly penalty at the end for Maldi. Cost him a possible podium. So Mactendo will get the full 25 points here. As Fernando P2, solid result from him. I think he'll be very happy with that in the end. Jamo, finished P3. Maldi P4, Moncho P5, only Eddie P6, no penalties, 13,000 away from Moncho. Alpha P7, Chaos P8, Zeus P9, Nunez P10, Alpha Red, who should have finished P2, finished P11. Distry P12, Kazari left after 2 laps, span himself, Rafita out, Matador out, Tekka's out, Callum's out, Callum out, and Dangerman also was out. See if we can get Mactendo in the com box here for an interview. That's Chaos. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Never mind, he's appeared offline. He's gone offline. So I will leave it there then. No interviews then. He should literally said, well, that's online 1 minute ago. So we'll leave it there. Yeah, the race was alright. There's lots of incidents there that definitely could have been avoided there. I think just a bit of poor judgment. But yeah, the race was alright. Not too bad. alright, right. Safety cars didn't really create too much, to be honest. Lots of a lot of fights being broken up very early on, just kind of separated the battles out a little bit. But yeah, we're back for next week. Obviously, we return the almost to the coast of the Netherlands for Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix, Netherlands Grand Prix. So yeah, back to where the Orange Army will suffocate themselves with the smoke. We'll be back there for next week for Tier 1. So thank you very much, and back for next week.